Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Adrian and today we are hiking A-1 peak up in the high Uintas wilderness. Amanda's not with me today. She is at home. She does not like these kind of hikes that are off trail and over the rough terrain, but Cody does. So he's back there and we are going to get it done. Once again, this is a mostly off trail route. So we are bushwhacking and trailblazing today, trying to avoid the bog up here, which is kind of everywhere. So I'm going to focus on doing that and get back to this later. All right, we just hit the hill, so now it is uphill from here, going at an incline. Making pretty good time so far. Feeling pretty good, but we did just get started. It's only been about 10 minutes. So here we go. Okay, the steepness is real now, and I'm sure it probably does not look like it on camera. Maybe if I hold this out, you can see me against the terrain behind us, but oh, it's steep, and it's steep, and to give you an idea of how steep it is, if that didn't do it. Okay, so here's looking straight out. To actually look up, that is now looking up and in like parallel to the slope. Maybe not even quite as parallel. It might be more like this to look straight up. So I gotta come all the way down. It's a steep one for sure. Okay, I've been traveling for 57 minutes, 56 seconds, 1.12 miles. Elevation is 10,591 and stabilized. Average moving speed 1.2 miles an hour. And we are on the slope of doom here. This is fucking steep. I'm sure it doesn't look like it on camera. I can see it on the screen right now and I can see it doesn't look steep, but it is. And if you look out that way, you can see just how steep it actually is. So that tree is growing straight up and there's the slope and we are on it. Cody, how is it? Good.
New pack. Lighter than I've ever been.
What was the weight of your pack?
15.7.
15.7?
15.7.
Mine was what? 17.2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see the new pack. Oh yeah.
The Black Diamond, distance 15.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good.
I like it.
How's the pack working?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It stopped rubbing on my shoulder. When we started, it was rubbing. Now it feels fine. And it's nice and tight on my chest. The only thing so far that I'm not as big of a fan of is I wish that it was tighter against the top of my traps.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could cinch it forward and down.
Yeah.
But other than that, this thing's sick. I like it.
How much does that pack weigh? Empty?
12.7 ounces.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I'm stoked. I like it.
Hell yeah.
So we'll see how it feels at the very end.
Yeah.
That'll be the true test because we ain't done nothing yet.
The dirt hill.
Oh my God.
Is the wrong call.
Literally bear crawling. Legitimately bear crawling.
Yeah, we're actually bear crawling up this thing, which we have done before, but to give you an idea of the steepness of this hill, it just, you just keep going. So we've slipped out a few times, we haven't fallen, but You also shouldn't throw rocks down mountains. Highly confident that there is no one around us anywhere on this mountain. Why? Because there was nobody on the road. There is no trail here. So yeah, don't throw rocks down hills. But we're alone. So this is a steep one, and we are going to get off of this dirt as quickly as we can and find our way to some talus. Talus has its own unique challenges, and it sucks in its own way, but at least there's something under your feet that doesn't just constantly slip out. We're going to go diagonally to about the north-northeast. So we're going to cut up this way at an angle instead of taking it straight up. And then at some point, if we don't hit talus, we know that we will intercept our old track from Cletting Peak. Okay, progress is good. Total track time, 1 hour, 25 minutes, 40 seconds. Total distance, 1.29 miles. Elevation is 10,976 and stabilized. Average moving speed is 1.1 miles an hour. Apparently Cody can get ring notifications up here somehow. We broke out of the trees for the most part, and this talus has been really easy to move across. It is still very steep, as you can see, but I am quite convinced that just past those trees is the lower col. So we're gonna take a little break here for a minute, maybe two, and then head up there. Okay, we are just now coming up onto the lower col here, and boy, does it feel good to be up here. Yes, sir, we've made it. And now, gotta go up all this, cut around here, come down, over, and up to A1. But what a view. Even though it is smoky today, air was really shitty coming up here. Even the drive from Salt Lake. Beautiful up here today. Despite the smoke. There's moisture in the air too. It is starting to rain a little bit. It's been raining a little bit off and on. Not enough to put on rain gear, but a little bit. So let's get some stats. Okay, total time, 1 hour, 50 minutes, 26 seconds. 1.48 miles. Elevation is 11,423 and stabilized. Average moving speed, 1.1 miles an hour. All right, we dropped some gear here to lighten the load. And I have dropped a liter of water, a liter of coffee, and 2 peanut butter sandwiches, and then some wrappers. Obviously, we're gonna come back and pick this stuff up, but wanted to shed some weight here, so I'm gonna cover that with a rock. And then Cody dropped a liter and a half of, what is that? Is that water?
Gatorade water.
Liter and a half of Gatorade, and then an electrolyte, and then some snacks down there. So water is 2.2 pounds per liter. It's 1 kilogram per liter. And I've dropped 2 of them. So 4.4 pounds of water weight is now out of the bag, plus the weight of the plastic, plus 2 peanut butter sandwiches, plus some grams for the wrappers. And that's going to be great because we're making really good time, and we're going to make even better time now. Coming along this ridge, probably cut up right around there. Depends how the terrain looks. We might have to go a little bit higher, but either way, we're going to come around here, drop down, and then hit a summit. It's going to be great. We're thinking about 2 to 2.5 hours before we hit the summit of A1, and it's looking good up there. It's a good peak. So here we go. Okay, we've just come up this little section right here, and we were just right down around in there somewhere. It's where we took a break, somewhere in there. And now we got to make a decision how high up we want to go before we come across. And it's kind of tough to tell from here, but I'm thinking we can stay on the lower part of these cliff bands right there. and avoid gaining all that unnecessary vertical. So we're gonna come down on this other side anyway. All right, well, this terrain is pleasantly cruisy on this lower section of the cliff band. So this might look steep on camera, and this is steep, but it is super easy to navigate. As you've seen in those last few clips, very easy to navigate, very safe, especially if you're careful with your footing. That was way easier than I thought. So I'm stoked about that. We're making absolutely great time. We're approaching the third cliff band section here, and we might just stay low on that one. I'm not decided yet. We'll figure it out once we get there. Okay, we've made it past that third outcropping, and as it turns out, that's really the fourth one here. So there's a fifth one that looked like the fourth one earlier in the video, and we've stayed below the cliff band the whole time, and we're gonna keep below the cliff band going through these bushes. Looks like there's a little bit of a path or a trail. We can't really tell, but it looks like one, so we're gonna stay on this and see what happens. Okay, we've made it past that whole cliff band, and we are coming out over this little hill, and that should lead us to another saddle. So staying low was the right move. I'm glad we did. It saved us from having to gain a bunch of unnecessary vertical only to come back down it into this coal up here. So this is great, this is smooth, this is cruisy, on we go. Well, the rain picked up a little bit, so I got my rain gear out, and this is new rain gear. I got it on sale at REI. It's the Rainier jacket, and it's a 3XL. I really like it. I got a 3XL so I can throw it right over my backpack and not have to take my pack off. And it's working out really well. And what I like about this is that because this is a 3XL, and it's a baggy 3XL, and I'm normally an XL, I can just keep this in my stuff pocket, and then I can have Cody hand it to me, and watch how fast I can put this on. Super smooth. And then if it's raining and I don't want my gloves wet, these are long enough that I can cover my gloves. So this is prime time. Okay, before we take off, stats. We're at 3 hours, 1 minute, 3 seconds, 2 miles exactly, 11,568 elevation, average moving speed, 1 mile an hour. And this is the other side of that cliff bend we just crossed. So we came out into this area, and it's great, it's beautiful over here. Got a little hail coming down, a little rain, a little hail. All right, we've made it to the lower col to the northeast of Cledding Peak. It's up there somewhere. And here's the other side of the valley, up over here. This is Hellhole over here. And then up there, is the summit of A-1 Peak. What do you think?
Great. So much better. Stay sideways, avoid the inclines, and drop like 8 pounds from your pack. And then you fly. This is great.
Yeah, we're flying with our lighter packs. What's been your favorite part of the hike so far?
Probably up here.
Yeah, same
The
here.
traverse and then this spot.
Yeah, I like this too. This spot's, it's really pretty up here.
Yeah.
Just the openness of it, the high alpine feel to it, especially with the rain. This is definitely a good spot. All right, before we head up to the summit, here's the stats. 3 hours, 30 minutes, 53 seconds, 2.61 miles. Current elevation is 11,564. And stabilized 1.1 miles per hour for the average moving speed. We're gonna get going up. So here we are. I said it was hailing earlier, and it sure was. You can see it right down here. Yep. To be expected up here. Up we go, up we trudge. Up the talus. Up the wet, slippery talus. Okay, we've been on break for a few minutes. Total time is 4 hours, 10 minutes, 42 seconds. Distance 2.99 miles. Elevation is 11,870. And stabilized. Moving speed is 1.1 miles an hour. We're getting pretty close. I'm pretty sure the summit is right up there. So closer every step. Cody, what do you think?
It's been good so far. I think dead drops and lightening the gear is really the game changer here. And the traverse saved us a lot.
Oh yeah, a lot of unnecessary vertical gain.
Yeah. And then even this really isn't too gnarly.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah.
The rain isn't helping anything.
Yeah.
It's making the talus slick, making the lichen super slippery.
Yeah, if it wasn't raining, we'd be moving even faster.
Yeah, yeah. We're moving pretty good though overall.
Yeah.
This is a good part here. What do you think time-wise to the summit?
Ooh. Ooh.
Like an hour?
I was gonna be bold and say 45.
Yeah. Well, let's time it from here.
Okay.
So we start moving. Actually, we should probably start moving now.
Yeah, let's go. It's 2:23 right now.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
2:23.
Okay, we are getting close. I believe that is it. And we've been making good time, good progress. Our strategy has been to take very short but very frequent breaks. And I quite literally mean take 5 to 10 steps and take a 5 to 15 second break. Very short. They're usually around 5 to 10 seconds. And then we take real breaks that last a couple minutes. Not very frequently. Total time is 4 hours, 40 minutes, and 3 seconds. Distance is 3.21 miles. Elevation is 12,278. And stabilized. Average moving speed has dropped down to 1 mile an hour. But we are doing pretty good. The terrain has not been bad, really anywhere so far. I really think the hardest part was that first ascent to the first col, that forested area. That was pretty steep and that was pretty rough, but this has been great. So one more push, we'll be up there to the summit. Here we are. Another peak down. The summit.
Got him.
Okay, let's get the stats. Four hours, 47 minutes, 55 seconds, 3.30 miles. Elevation is 12,410 and climbing. Moving speed, 1 mile an hour.
41 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
41 minutes. There you go. What an awesome, epic peak. So we did beat that 45-minute time.
Yeah.
Let's get a view out here to the south. Well, what do you think of the summit push?
Cool. Honestly, overall, it hasn't been that bad. This has been much better than the rest
Yeah.
by a long shot.
Yeah, this wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. Not at all. Yeah, it's like the clouds are pushing up over the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
That's super cool. We are getting ready to descend now. Cody, what is the time? All right.
It's 3:30 now.
Okay.
5 hours and 17 minutes grand total.
All right, so I think we can get back in 2.5 hours.
2.5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's send it.
You wait, car at 2.5?
Yeah.
So 4:30, 5:30, 6 o'clock at the car.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Whoa! I almost just ate it.
Slipping out back there?
Almost just died.
Ugh.
Okay.
I got it on video, whatever it was. In classic Talus fashion, you can't trust these things. Look at it. Can't trust them. You can't trust them.
Disaster averted.
Yeah. Ah!
We don't need to go that fast.
Fuck the Talus.
Dude, you're hitting all of them.
I know, dude.
Ooh. You got that one.
I got that one. Ah. Getting over this talus and across the talus, if you can plan 2 or 3 moves in advance, you don't have to fully commit your weight to any one piece of rock. You can go there, and if it starts to slip, just go to the next one where you already knew you were gonna go. And that works really well, moving across it like this. Not down it, but across it. That has been working really well. So I think that's the method that I'm gonna stick with. Try to keep a little bit of speed and a little bit of momentum, not to an irresponsible or unsafe level, but to help carry me through if something starts to slide. I can just abort it and kind of go to the next one. So my full weight isn't committed to that particular rock. That has been proving to be successful.
"25 minutes.
Okay, 25 minutes to get from the summit to this nice little break section here. We're about halfway to where we took a longer break. And sure as I shot that last clip and went to put my selfie stick away, I dropped it and broke it on a pretty jagged rock. Still telescopes, but you can see here, Cody, hold that for a second. You can see how this upper connection point is fucked, which is fine. That's why I bought the $25 version and not the $60 version. The problem with this though, because even though I can still, well, now I can't. If I could, even if I could still telescope it, it would introduce so much noise into the camera. Just click, 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 and I have to edit all that out in post, and that sucks. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the DJI stick wouldn't have broken. Maybe it would have withstood that impact.
Gamble.
Based on the design, I think the same company's making the sticks. So yeah, well, maybe you get what you pay for, maybe not. You can't trust this shit. We're 45 minutes and it is going really well. We've only taken one break since we've come down from the summit, and that was only probably 3 minutes. So we're making really good time, really cruisy terrain, and we are getting it done. Hellhole's looking great over here. Sun came out, so I figured I'd come on over and get a pan shot. Came over here to the south side, take a look at East Hayden and Hayden Peak. It's looking beautiful over here. Okay, not terrible, but definitely worth taking seriously. All right. Ooh, now I feel better. Get a load of this. Oh, these pine cones. Never seen that. Pretty cool. The rain definitely didn't help this at all.
No.
Okay, we've made it pretty far, but slower than I thought. And we ended up getting pushed down a little bit. We didn't tie into our original way in directly under the cliff band. And so that slowed our progress. Not really past. Some of it we're just trampling over the bushes and the greenery. So not bad, but not great. And we just came up this couloir and we're heading back to tie into the cliff band. Little break here because that kind of gassed us, and then it'll be smooth sailing. All right, made it back to the stash. Here it is. And we're gonna eat the rest of the food. I'm gonna have my coffee, probably all of it, and then head back. Time to eat. Okay, it's 5:55 and it got cold. And the sun is still up, but there's a ton of cloud cover. So it's still definitely light enough to see, but we've lost some light. And now we're gonna head down. So we'll see how long this takes us. Here we go. All right, we have been moving for just a matter of minutes since that last clip. And I wanted to record another one because we are following the ridgeline down to the south to this lowest col up here. This is originally how I planned on coming up the mountain, but the terrain was such that we took the path we did. So now we're going down to this to see what that holds, and then it'll be a straight shot west to the car. Ah! Whoa. Ooh, slippery. Oh, fucking talus is slick when it's not completely dry. Okay, made it down to that lower col. Now we're heading down the mountain. The plan at this point is to just go straight. Look at that. That is awesome. That is beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that doesn't even look real.
No. That looks like a movie or like a video game.
Yeah. You think it's a sign one of us is gonna die on the way out?
No, I think that's a sign that Thor is saying we're on the right path. We're doing the right things. It's all gonna work out.
It's all gonna work out.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay, quick little break to take off the rain gear and rest for a minute. Total time is 8 hours, 31 minutes, 53 seconds. Total distance, 5.72 miles. Current elevation is 10,686. And moving speed is 1 mile an hour. What do you think of the hike so far?
It's good.
What is something that somebody watching this video who wants to do this hike needs to know about this hike?
Same as the other ones. Mentally prepare yourself for the steep, for the grind.
Yeah, the
coming
steep.
down and getting up there. Once you get to the col, it's not that bad. Going across, and then even the ascent to the actual summit, that wasn't that bad. That was pretty quick.
Yeah,
that
it
was fairly
fast,
chill.
yeah.
It was this part coming up, and
Yeah.
then this shit coming back down.
All right, the break was good. Feeling refreshed. I got super ultra giga strong coffee going on here, so that's kicked in. Kind of cracked out on that, which is great. Definitely need it at this time. We've been hiking for like...
8 hours and 40 minutes.
Is it really that long?
Yes.
Let me check the Gaia. 8 hours, 42 minutes, and 21 seconds. So we've been up here for a while. That obviously includes breaks. That's the whole track. But nonetheless, we've been up here for a while. And it's been great. No real complaints on this hike. Aside from this hill. This has been the worst part, this hill. Ascending it, the worst. Descending it, second worst. But it's not too bad. We're coming down at an angle, and we have some pretty decent terrain to move over. So here we go. Pretty sure we've intercepted a little game trail here, which is much welcomed. Still steep. Ooh. Oh man, steepness. Yeah, it goes down right there. It's gonna flatten out a little bit soon. So on we press. Well, this is some much welcome terrain. Flat and cruisy. Not for long, but I'll take it while we've got it. We've got another descent coming up. It's not huge, but it is there. So I'll enjoy this flatness while it's here. Well, bushwhacking through the forest has pros and cons. Pros, no one else around. Cons, everything else. You see some pretty stuff, but you run into all kinds of fallen timbers. And at the end of the day, going over them sucks. And they're slippery, especially after rain. These are really slick. Like that. It's just slipping out all the time. But it is beautiful terrain. It is nice to be away from everybody and just secluded in the forest. Tiring though, slows the progress. You're trying to hold a straight bearing in one direction and you got to zigzag around obstacles. And a lot of it's, you're zigzagging around things or you're climbing over things. Once in a while you get lucky and you find a little trail, not even a trail, like a little path like this that just gets you through the trees. And then you can cut over here and not have to climb over that. You can step over it down here. So you're just picking out the stuff as you're going through. And then there's like logs in the vegetation, logs and branches, and they're slick. And that can get pretty brutal. We ran into that back up there a ways. And ooh, that was a new level of fun. Swamp, death log covered in grass. That was a tough section. I thought about recording it, but then I was like, nah, fuck it. I just want to get past this shit and get out of here. And that's the mode I am still in. Just get the hike done. So on we go. Oh, this is nice.
Yes.
The nice meadow. It's flat. It's not a hill. It's not a steep fucking hill. It's easy to walk on. This is great. We're getting really close. I think we're at the lowest part now. So we're gonna hit a little incline, cross the stream up here somewhere, and then we'll be back at the car. And that'll be it for this one. It's been a great hike. Whoa. Can't trust any of this shit.
Oh, fuck. Fuck! Fuck!
What happened?
I slipped into the fucking river.
Off of what, a rock?
That rock was slick as fuck, dude.
It was the rock, not the wood?
It was the rock, yeah. Well, first of all, I almost fell in the wood, and then that rock right there, I went to like jump onto that spot, and then this foot literally just boom, and then I splashed with my back foot. I hope you got that on camera because I look like a fucking idiot.
I flipped around right in the landing.
Dude.
Look at the trees catching sunlight.
Yeah.
That's legit. You can't trust any of this shit, Cody. Everything is a hazard out here.
The rock was so slick.
Yeah, well, fuck, look at them. Now I'm scared.
I'm just glad I didn't like go down.
Yeah, or like fuck up your ankle or something. Well, we're getting close. Just past the stream. It's a little boggy, but we are getting close, so probably 10 more minutes. Hey, at least it was
another hole.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's the end of the hike, not the beginning of the hike.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It could be like 6 o'clock in the morning right now as we're setting out, but it is not. Whew. Oh, the hills. The hill at the end of the day. It's not even a hill, it's just a slight incline, and it's, I don't want to go up it because we've been going for 9 hours. Let's look at the track actually, just for the hell of it. I can't even balance anymore. 9 hours, 25 minutes, 11 seconds, 6.48 miles. Average speed's 1.1. Good times. Almost there. All right, we have made it out of the forest and back to the car. 10 seconds away. Total time 9 hours, 34 minutes, 50 seconds, 6.75 miles. Average moving speed 1.1 miles per hour. Whew, it feels good to be back and to be out. That was a long one. That was a good one. What do you think?
It's a good hike. It's less miserable than the other ones.
Yeah.
But again, that's fucking ascent, the first one right here.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, great, easy, good time.
Yep.
And then you come back down to that same ascent and you go back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, suck fest.
The ascent to the forest, like this first ascent was the shittiest part.
Yeah.
That
And then coming back down through it, that middle section, once you get past it,
Yeah.
fucking good times.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. So the next one up on the list is, if we're up here in the Uintas, probably East Hayden or Spread Eagle Peak. We'll see. We'll see what's next. That's it for this one. See you in the next one.